Hello, here's Study Skills with Mr. Wheeler with the topic of time management. This should be an under 10-minute video where we're reviewing study skills. Today, we're specifically going to talk about time management. And that's it. Temperature check as you navigate this or watch this video. Before we get into it, think about how you stay organized. You can use a pad of paper. You can jot down some notes. You can use your phone, use a little section of the computer and type notes in. Anytime I ask a question, I encourage you to really write these things down and take a couple minutes. You can pause the video and answer the question. So feel free to, if I usually I use this slide deck to in a engaging group meet or a classroom session. But for this recording, you don't need to focus on that. So answer the question of, is your current system working for you? How do you stay organized? Write out what that is, and is that system working for you? And kind of describe what's working or maybe what's not working. Take a couple minutes, pause the video, and write that out. How do you organize your week as we move forward? How do you set it up? You're working from home during this quarantine. Are you just trying to do a bunch of classes all at once? Are you breaking things up? Think about your school day when you're at school, especially if you're, middle school on. You have 45 to 50 minutes in one class at a time. You're not taking a break in that class to work on other stuff. You're focusing on math one at a time. And then you're focusing on science one class at a time. So, do you do that in your week? Some students, maybe you'll spend 2 or 3 hours on one subject, and maybe you'll break it up and do a couple subjects one day and then a couple subjects another day. You can be intentional, do what works for you. There's a lot of freedom being able to work from home, which can cause that chaos and make things really difficult to focus and know what to do. But if you take time and block it out and chunk it out in your calendar, you're going to give yourself a lot more structure. You're going to feel more comfortable with what you're supposed to do, and you're going to have a better understanding of how long things will take and how much time you put into your day. And you'll also be able to plan time for breaks and leisure. Do things for fun. Work for 50 minutes, maybe at a time, and then take a 20-minute break. Go do something not related to school. Do something that brings you joy and makes you happy. And then having a calendar like this also allows you to check back and see what you have done and what you've accomplished, and just reference different things maybe you forgot about or you needed to reference. It's unique when that comes in handy, but it does. If you want to, you can take a moment, pause the video, and write down advantages or disadvantages to keeping a weekly planner. One advantage we talk about is we've talked about a couple. It makes things organized. There's a lot of advantages. But one disadvantage is maybe it just takes too much time to do that every week. So play around with that and maybe think about that. So this one, take a look at this picture. What are we looking at on this picture? We have a picture of some books in the middle, and we have two people holding these books together. Now, these people really are bookends, right? If you have a bookshelf and it doesn't fill the whole thing, you need to put something heavy in the middle to hold the books up. So they're called bookends. You need one on one side and one on the other. What I like to do is encourage people to have bookends to your day. Have maybe a 20 or 30-minute time block in the beginning of the day where you support the day and structure and plan what you're going to do. And then at the end of the day, you reflect and you look back on your day and you say, hey, this is what I did. This was my plan. I followed it to the T. Or maybe I didn't follow it and I didn't do it to the T, but you're at least referencing back what you did. So when you have a bookend to your day, or two bookends to your day rather, you can stay organized and you'll be more productive the following day. The more you do this and that habit that you have, it really helps you stay structured and organized and on top of things. So the question really, again, if you want to pause the video, is to jot down in your journal, how do you hold your day together? What do you do? Do you have a routine? What part of your day is a routine? Do you eat breakfast at the same time or dinner with the same people? Do you brush your teeth before bed or when you wake up in the morning? What do you do that is a routine that maybe you don't even acknowledge as a routine, but you happen to do it every day? If you jot that stuff down and you journal it, it can help you kind of solidify that you do it and help you make a plan moving forward. So what I encourage you to do in this live recording, what I did was I opened up my calendar, but I'm not going to do that today. What I encourage you to do is open up your own Google Calendar. You can do it just by You can do it by going to Google, and there's a waffle up in the top left corner, and you can open up Google Calendar from there. You can also just search Google Calendar, and it'll pop up. And if you're logged in your Chrome browser, you'll be in your Google Calendar. So that is my very quick, brief video. It really was definitely under 10 minutes. It might have been under 5, on how to stay organized and stay structured as you're learning from home and doing this quarantine thing. So if you could, please maybe complete that survey and let me know what you think. Give me some thoughts. It helps me know maybe what to do in the future, and your ratings give me an idea of what you like and maybe what you don't like about these presentations. So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to recording the next video, and I hope you enjoy it. See ya.